As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They put a receiver in motion here left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down.
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now we've got the first carry of the game for the rookie out of Arkansas. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
About a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Devin White hauls him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's brought in by White. And that's good for a gain of 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Mustang 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
3rd down from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away. With the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First and 10 now from the 30.
King, Phil King, Phil.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Hey, your Hornet. Don't touch it.
A play fake now hurts to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The back's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Only a 20-yarder here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Devin White hauls him down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This our last play of the quarter.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Foxborough right after this. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The return. And the Eagles will take possession. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
63, go Silver, right? Great.
Hurts now from the gun. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
From the 45 on second down. Able to get it to Barkley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. On first down, Hurts. He's going deep this time. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now it's second down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, 73.
Tight end in motion left. Hurts throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Great.
Still sticking with the passing game. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Barkley's got it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. On 4th down, Hurts. Throw is caught by the back. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out that they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
give left side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
37 yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They give it to him again. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Down. Hut.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high, brings up 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Great. Easy, 63, bang. Alpha. Hey, bang. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Silver, right? Hey, Silver. Delta.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's one thing as a running back to move. Well, that's what you get paid for. You want to get paid a little bit more? Move those chains as a receiver, as he just did.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throwing for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Great.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers, and also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot got it 6 that time. And it's going to be second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Five men in the secondary for the Pats, third down. Back to throw, Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, 73.
They are throwing it again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. Hurts looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10.
19. Here we go. Shot.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Out.
back to throw it. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock, you were in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And this one does not go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Throwing off the play fake here. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing now, off play action. He beams one, deep right up. Brought in, inside the 20. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Good.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go. Go.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Go Silver, ready? Don't touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Very, check. Don't touch.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Don't touch.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
A couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense. That surge, that want to, that...
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So that brings up second down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's a throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Field it.
Throwing here, Hurts. Throwing this back in the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Good.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Hurts with it on third and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out. The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Come on, set. Shot alert.
Give now to the running back. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Check, go.
Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. A play fake now hurts the throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Got got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Don't touch that. Now let Yeti. 63, 63, 63. Don't touch.
They go play action here. Caught, nice gain left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Now let Yeti. Don't touch.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this lead closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he...
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing now, off play action. Taking a big shot for the... Big gain downfield. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots now within 1 score in the 4th. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Return coming from the 6.
Isaiah Rogers on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Barkley's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Motion man left is Brown. From the 35 on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it up to the 44. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Eagles up by 6. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Receiver in motion, headed right. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Looking for the back that time. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Running is Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This one from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19. Come on. Set. Go.
Throwing now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
To throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10.
Set up. 19 Lions.
Here he is to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw it. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Buffalo 18.
Now to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hunt.
Setting up to pass. Rolling out to his left. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Barkley, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners, and with that, we'll sign off from New England.